right, so welcome to the first installment of all your waiver wire pickups and the people you should drop off your bench and stash these people. Now you see on the TV all these analysts and stuff doing all their, well, he had this kind of good of a game here, this kind of good of a game here. He could be this good this time here. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. I don't know everything. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who's gonna get injured, who's not, who's gonna break out and whatnot. Prime example, Alan Hearns from Jacksonville, wide receiver. Great game. Great game. 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Should you just run off and pick him up? No. I don't think you should. 2 reasons. Chad Henne, Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars. Chad Henne. Anyways. But in my league, he's already gone. I just went through and saw, he's been picked up by Team Big Sauce. Hope that works for you, buddy. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong. But starting out, let's check out our quarterbacks. Who should you drop from your quarterbacks? I'll give you a couple people you should drop. All right. One, who is it? Chad Henne, if you have him. Most people probably don't, so, okay. Matt Castle. Get rid of him quickly. Okay, I'll wait. Okay. Those are just a couple people you should drop if you have them. Who you should pick up? Derek Carr. Oakland. All right, you got Derek Carr you should pick up. You got Brian Hoyer you should pick up. Now, if you're hurting in a bye, if you drafted 2 quarterbacks who have the same freaking bye week, these are the people you should get. Brian Hoyer, Derek Carr, freaking E.J. Manuel. Drop Geno Smith, because that Jets defense. Eli Manning, drop. Done. Eli Manning's done. Done, gone. Get him out of here. Anyways. So, E.J. Manuel, Derek Carr. I'm not huge on Fitzpatrick, but he does have a secret weapon with him. And that's the new head coach, Bill O'Brien. Now, Bill O'Brien trained some of the best, Tom Brady being one. So Bill O'Brien is a coach who can make a bad quarterback into a great quarterback. Look at Tom Brady. But Fitzpatrick has his own flaws altogether. So get him, stash him if you need him. Wait until Mallet takes over, though. Wait until he takes over. When Mallet takes over, it's going to be a whole new ball game there. Josh McCown. Okay. Did really good last year. Really good. Taking over for Jay Cutler. Goes to Tampa. Now he's got Lovie Smith, the former Bears, his former Bears coach when he was still in the Bears. So now he's got Lovie Smith as his main coach, which is a good thing. Now there's some things Tampa Bay needs to work out. Obviously, new head coach, quarterback, players, offensive line, blah blah blah, the whole new shebang. It's greasing the wheels here. They got to grease the wheels a little bit. All right, they got to grease the wheels. I like Josh McCown. I like what he can do. I trust the man. Give him a break. Go get him. Oh, if you've got Tony Romo. I know. People are going to say, oh, well, he's an Eagles fan. Of course he's going to say he hates Tony Romo. That's not true. I mean, it's true, but only to a certain extent. As a fan of the Eagles, yeah, okay, fuck Romo. Pardon my language. But simple matter is, I had Romo on my team one year. I had him. He was my main quarterback. Whatever. No big deal. Had him. He did decent, did well. But the fact is, it's Tony Romo, and he cannot finish a game. He didn't even start this game. I mean, he started, but he didn't start it. Fact is, keep him, put him on your bench. If you got somebody to better replace him, do it. If you don't, get someone better, then replace them. Plain and simple. Moving on. Going over to the running backs. Talked about this a little bit in the Fantasy Trash Talk video. So we'll breeze through this pretty easily. All right, a couple of people have gone already. Let me just take a quick gander at who's already gone. Oh, and notable injuries for running backs. Doug Martin. All right, knee injury. Sean Durhan. I guess that's how you pronounce his last name. I don't know, from Buffalo. Not a big deal. Fred Jackson, C.J. Spiller. Okay. Oh, good defensive call here. Vontaze Burfict has a head injury, so keep an eye on that one. Jordan Cameron has a shoulder injury. Ben Tate, knee injury. So Ben Tate may not. Terrence West might. Terrence West. If you don't have him, go get him. Okay. Who you should drop would be Ben Tate. Rashad Jennings. Trent Richardson. Not a fan of Trent Richardson. Maurice Jones-Drew. Darren McFadden. They got no running game in Oakland. So guess who it's going to be on? That's right, Derek Carr, the quarterback. Keep that in mind. Let's see. Yes. Alan Hearn's gone. Brandon LaFell has been dropped in my league. Terrence West, yes. So if you got Terrence West, get him. If he's gone, try to trade for him. He'll be worth it. I promise you. But let's not play the stat games here. All right, let's not play the stat games. A lot of people tend to play the stat games, and it's a roller coaster. It can work for you at times, and then it can just really suck for you. And then you're going to really work for you, and then it can really suck for you. And then it's just like, okay, I need this win to make the playoffs. But are you going to do it? I don't know. Anyways, going back to the running backs here. Who did I say? Yeah, Maurice Jones-Drew, Darren McFadden, drop. Get Arian Foster's back up. I mean, my God, you got a better chance with that than you do anything else. Get Darren Sproles. Goodness sakes. Get Bryce Brown. God, any of those are better than Maurice Jones-Drew or Darren McFadden or Rashad Jennings. God, some people. But, excuse me, some other people. Benjamin Cunningham, I said earlier. Benjamin Cunningham. Like I said, if the St. Louis Rams continue to struggle and get behind, they're going to have to abandon the run early and often, and they're going to use Cunningham a lot more out the back for receptions. So he's worth the stash if you can afford it. Bobby Rainey. Get Bobby Rainey. I'm not a fan of Bobby Rainey. I'm not a huge fan, but Doug Martin is injury prone. And Bobby Rainey is the next man up. That's up to him to keep the job. It's up to him to keep the job. So get him. If he's available, get him, stash him, do it. All right, now Jonathan Dwyer. Andre Ellington is injured. Another notable injury. Foot. Don't know where he's leaning right yet, but play, but with Andre Ellington getting injured, fumbling that ball, he could see a lot more work, especially in the passing game. He's really good out the back in the passing game. I mean, on the first game, he was out there for 24 of the 70 offensive snaps. And he racked up, how many points did he rack up? Let's take a quick gander. Here. He racked up 6.9 points because he had no touchdowns. But again, only 25, so most of that was probably blocking. But stash him. Get him, stash him. Jonathan Dwyer. Don't sleep on it. Lance Dunbar. Another good one to think about. Lance Dunbar, excuse me, behind DeMarco Murray. behind DeMarco Murray. They are having a lot of quarterback problems in Dallas there. Get Dunbar, good flex play, big out the back. I mean, he's a powerful, explosive player. Hey, if DeMarco Murray gets hurt, you've got the handicap. And DeMarco Murray has known to get hurt many, many times over. Moving on. Wide receivers. Travis Benjamin. I've talked about Cleveland. I've talked about their receivers. Jordan Cameron. I mean, that's what it is. Moving on. Donnie Avery, Kansas City. Get him, stash him. It's plain and simple. I'm not going to go through statisticals, analysis, and all that crap. Get him, stash him. I mean, he's about the best they got other than Dwayne Bowe. And Bowe comes back, but they're going to be looking for Bowe. So get Avery, stash him. Bowe can get hurt. Bowe gets suspended again. Who knows? Harry Douglas, Atlanta. Julio Roddy. The only good Harry Douglas is right now is a pure flex. When you seriously need a flex player, get Harry Douglas. Get him, stash him. While Julio and Roddy White are healthy on that field, they'll get tag teamed quite a few times by the defenders, and Harry Douglas will be able to go up that middle there and get some good yardage, a touchdown or two. You know, maybe every other game, maybe every other 2 games, I see him getting a touchdown. So flex play it cautiously. Moving on. Marquise Lee, Jacksonville. Alan Hearn, Marquise Lee, Mercedes Lewis, Toby Gerhart. Toby Gerhart's about the only one I would trust from Jacksonville right now. Yeah. Because, again, it's Chet Henning. All right, moving on. Who else we got? Running back specialist. Any running back specialists is on here? Oh, Rod Streeter. I'd get Rod Streeter now. Get him, stash him. Even with Denarius Moore in Oakland, get Rod Streeter because they got no run game in Oakland. They got no zero zips, not a zip, nothing running in Oakland. Get Streeter, get Denarius Moore, get him, stash him, keep him. Hell, I'd play Rod Streeter if I were you. Devin Hester, run specialist. There he is. Devin Hester, run specialist. Get him. Because he's going to see a lot of run backs and some passes in the wide receiver range. Moving on. Tight ends. Not a lot happening in the tight end world out there. Brandon Myers, man. Josh McCown is more keen to throw to his receivers than his tight ends. His tight ends is for a tight spot or a good goal line spot. So if you need a tight end that's going to get looked at in the end zone, then get Brandon Myers, get Anthony Fasano. All right? Get him. Just go and get him. If that's what you need. Andrew Corliss from Green Bay. Not much happening there right now. I don't know if it's just a quarterback tight end, they're new to each other, kind of. I don't know if that's how it is, but I'd wait. Wait if you can. If you can't wait, then maybe go get him. But I give you a better option, Jermaine Gresham. Tyler Eifert, out. Tyler Eifert is out, dislocated elbow, down for the count. Will be out for at least 3 weeks. So with bye week starting in the 4th week, get Gresham, get a leg up. Who knows how long Tyler Eifert will really be out? I'm assuming 3 weeks for a dislocated elbow. It takes quite a while, 3 to 4, for it to heal up, and then that's his catching elbow. Need your elbows. So Jermaine Gresham, that's the biggest one people should be going after right now. Biggest one right there. Well, that will just about wrap us up for our waiver wires, pickups, and the people you should drop.